Welcome back to CBR MTG. We've got another lot of videos for you from our fortnightly legacy. No, it's weekly now.
It is weekly.
Oh my god!
Wow, we've upgraded. So today we've got Lachlan Saunders on Ant and Elijah Jones on Bant Deathblade.
Sick.
So what's this deck about, Brando?
The Ant deck is actually my Ant deck, the one I took to the GP Sydney side event and came second with.
Second.
That's not first.
Yeah,
It's definitely not first.
And it's a pretty like bog standard Ant list. The only interesting thing is that it's playing Rain of Filth, one Past of Flames, one Tendrils, one Infernal Tutor, one Dark Petition. The rest is standard.
Are you also playing Hopes in the sideboard?
Yeah, I guess the sideboard was kind of interesting. I'm playing a couple Hope of Ghirapur.
Spicy.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
And Bant Deathblade, how does that differ from other Deathblade or Stoneblade decks?
I mean, it's just not playing the many of the black cards, I would imagine. I don't have this exact list on hand, but it looks like, I don't know, there's a Scrubland there, so he probably is playing a lot more of the black cards. I don't know how bent this deck is really going to be. But the Deathblade implies that he's playing Deathrite Shaman.
Is it a Dark Bant?
Yeah,
Deathblade?
That's a better name, I think.
Dark Bant.
Dark Bant.
That's kind of gross. Leading on the Scrubland with like that Brainstorm in hand, but he's not too fussed, I think. This hand is like I don't know how well it's going to match up against Ant. Looks like he's got some mid-range threats, and I guess he's got a Brainstorm.
Is that a second
one? Okay, he's got a second Brainstorm as well, so that might help, but not without the extra blue mana.
Are there any counterspells in that hand? I can't really see any.
No. Actually, that might have been a Daze. I don't think so. I think it was just True-Name Nemesis and two Brainstorms.
And now another Brainstorm.
Yeah, this hasn't helped him. I would have waited on this Brainstorm here.
Brainstorm.
Yeah, like if he had a Brainstorm in his turn, he'd be able to get rid of two of those lands.
Yeah.
And now he's drawn them all over again. But I guess he does have the second and third Brainstorms to help out with that.
And a couple of fetch lands to help him out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I was suggesting with the waiting until his turn. You just get rid of those extra lands. And here he just cannot cast a threat either. No. I guess he knows what he's up against.
But at least he gets to dig like 6 cards deep.
Exactly, and in response to like he can let discard happen because he's got the redundant Brainstorms unless it's Cabal Therapy. But yeah, it's at least not just a single Force of Will or something, which is incredibly easy to beat for Ant.
And Lachlan not doing much but biding his time.
Yeah, exactly. There's no pressure on Elijah's side.
What do you reckon Lachlan's waiting for? He's not played any discard or any cantrips really?
Yeah, exactly. He's literally played nothing. He's probably I haven't seen his hand. I haven't had a good look at it, but it looked like there was some mana and a tutor. So he's definitely just waiting for more like interaction. And as it turns out, there's just nothing on Elijah's side. So
how many ponders does this deck play?
Four ponder.
Yeah. So he's not even firing one of those off if he had one to try and sculpt his hand a bit better.
Yeah, look, I'm not sure what that's
storm
about.
Counters you would waste.
Yeah. Yeah. Not usually like pondering on your combo turn too often.
It's interesting keeping the swords, I think, in hand.
I guess maybe he doesn't know what he's up against.
It's true. It does look like a very Grixis Delvery.
But yeah,
but you'd expect...
You'd expect
if you're
cantripping
playing against,
then. Yeah, definitely.
A Delver, like...
They would have done something.
Yeah. Something would have happened. A Delver would have gone down, or like, a young Peasy. Something would have happened by now.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe he doesn't know what he's up against and didn't want to play True-Name last turn so he could get value out of his fetch land with the Brainstorm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Locky's hand looks like there's a couple of lands.
Well, he can't just sit back and wait for Lachlan to make the first move. He's got to apply some pressure to this.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, if anything's going to apply pressure, it's True-Name Nemesis.
Yeah, I see Dark Ritual, Infernal Tutor, Lotus Petal, Badlands, and I can't tell what the back 3 cards in his hand are, but this is something the Ant deck is incredibly good at, just...
Waiting.
Just waiting.
Because,
it looks like a pretty nice hand.
I see an LED as well. It's pretty good. I guess he's just missing discard spells, probably.
Oh.
Okay, maybe he's just not drawn an interaction and decided to give it his best shot.
Also, just waiting for Elijah to tap out is reasonable.
Yeah, that is reasonable. Yeah, he sees blue jewel lands, 4 colors on board, so...
He's playing some pile.
Yeah, some pile. Definitely has Force of Wills, we can assume.
Nah, it's an overrated card. Don't play it.
Counterspells are just bad.
You have to pay 1 life and exile a card?
Card disadvantage.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, Elijah did find a Force of Will.
That is true.
Unless Lucky has like a Past in Flames or something, he could get blown out here.
Did he have a Daze still in his hand as well?
I don't think it ever was a Daze.
No?
No,
I think it was the True-Name.
Okay,
And just so many lands.
Yeah, just too many lands.
I think it was like
Too many
lands,
too many lands.
double Brainstorm, True-Name.
Yeah,
I think that's all he had.
Yeah, Brainstorm did another Brainstorm. It's brutal. Yeah,
I think he's got
Swords,
all his
Force.
Brainstorms.
There's a Jace in there now, so... yeah, the Jace would make things much, much worse. But the fact that Lockie hasn't drawn any like discard spells or cantrips is pretty crazy. Considering there's
see them
6
all
discard
now.
spells.
I'm
Yeah.
Just Infernal Tutor for a cantrip, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what they call value
Yeah, exactly.
in this game.
Joke's on you. I got to search for this cantrip and then cast it.
Man, those basics look so good.
Are they beta basics?
They are.
If you're going to play basics...
Yeah. Yeah, most people play like Guru basics or whatever, but it's just so much money.
It's true.
Have you ever
Beta
changed, like-
basics is so cheap as well.
I mean,
Well, that's where it's at,
they're
Brandon.
significantly
Oh,
cheaper
come on.
than gurus.
That is true.
Like, let's be real here, guys.
A man netting 1 mana off his Cabal Ritual. Yeah, so he's got like a really like lackluster line, but I don't know why he feels like he has to go for it here.
Like Cabal Ritual's not for Threshold.
Yeah, exactly.
Ugh.
It's pretty rough.
That's not great.
And he couldn't have even turned on the second one with like the Lotus Petal or something. But I mean,
So if he goes finds Past in Flames here, he could just...
Well,
Yeah, well,
he doesn't...
Elijah has something to say about that.
yeah.
There we go.
Okay,
That's
cool.
that's the unfortunate thing I think about it. But like, depending on what Elijah continues with, like, I think it's going to be pretty brutal if he can continue to just like lay down guys.
Yeah,
Exactly.
But Ant, can come back again from
Exactly. If
like,
he
Gets a Past in Flames.
Past in
Or
Flames
cantrip
here,
into Past in Flames.
if he gets
Probably
some
better.
cantrips and like Past in Flames and like maybe, I mean, he's got quite a bit of land, so that probably isn't too much of an issue. But Ant can definitely come back from this side, but against a True-Name, which is probably going to have, is that a sword that he fetched?
Couldn't really tell because of the glare.
Yeah.
It looks like a Batterskull, the
Batterskull.
promo art.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
Battleskull's pretty good.
So getting beat down by some big dudes,
Yeah.
it's going to be difficult, and especially if Elijah knows he's on out now, so he's going to go to Battleskull to gain some life and force Lachlan to storm real high to Tendrils.
Yeah. Making Tendrils worse and worse.
Yeah, it'll make it harder,
it's like he
especially
drew some more mana.
yeah.
Not great.
Yeah, I think
Saunders is in a great position, but
he just needs Infernal Tutor or Past in Flames.
Yep.
And he knows his opponent's hand now. There isn't even a spare blue card, I don't think. So even if he draws possible this turn, I mean, actually, yeah, no, not even another mana to hard cast it.
he's got what?
So if he does draw his out, then this is the turn he gets to do it.
That's not Germ.
That's a Goblin Elite Attack Force.
It's better than Goblin Attack Force.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
Lachlan's...
sitting nice and low.
yeah.
So if he hits Infernal Tutor, he can get Past in Flames, Cabal Dark I don't know, Infernal Tutor, Cantrip. Probably. I don't
He
know.
might get there.
Probably gets 10 Storm, 11 Storm even. He has to get to 11 on this roll.
He thinks he can get there.
Or he's just playing spells. What did he draw? He drew a Dark Ritual? He's just playing spells. Oh no, it's a Tendrils. Okay, he's just giving him some time.
That's fine. Now you need the Past in Flames, right?
yeah.
Yeah, he's getting 6 life.
But he's taking
One.
what from True-Name, a Stoneforge, and Batterskull.
8 next turn.
8.
So he's bought himself a turn.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure that a turn is really enough at
I
this
think,
stage.
I think if he hits Past in Flames, he can still get him.
Oh yeah, if he top decks a Past in Flames,
Yeah.
or,
Or if
or
he
gets a cantrip and can
if he
cantrip through.
brainstorms into it, I think he hits it 2.
I think you should equip the Battleskull to the True-Name. Get slightly more life.
I think at this point it doesn't particularly matter.
Well, if you're not doing anything else.
Uh,
I guess you can Swords your Germ in response to Tendrils as well.
how much does it cost to equip? It's 5 to equip, right? You know the mana.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Ah, there we go. Okay.
He draws another land, I think. Packs it up.
That's a bit unfortunate.
Yeah, rough beats. Any discard spell, and he probably would have won that game.
Yeah. Just get rid of that force and.
That was all.
Yeah, that's
If he
it. Just get rid of that force.
If he had like a turn 2 Cabal Therapy or something, he would have just taken out the taken out the Brainstorms, and Elijah would have just been like flailing for a while.
Yeah.
We'll see what Lucky thinks he needs to bring in here.
What would you bring in?
I'd bring in Empty the Warrens. I guess you could have like Meddling Mage and stuff, so maybe Chain of Vapor. I have a Fatal Push in there. A bunch of Plains, maybe Massacre's worth it. Probably is, since you won't have like the taxing dudes like Thalia or anything.
Yeah.
I like Chain of Vapors and Empty the Warrens anyway. The amount of removal you think you need is maybe a more difficult question.
When do you bring in the Hopes?
Infect, Sneak and Show, Bug decks mostly.
So just looking at Elijah, I've seen him palm 2 Flusterstorms, an Aether Swarm Canonist, and 2 Thoughtseize to the front.
Yeah.
I like them against this deck.
They're good.
Yeah.
So yeah, like Fatal Push is like really good because it hits if he needs to, hits a thread, but like will hit the Aether Swarm Canonist and stuff like that. But Chain of Vapor also just decent at bouncing random permanent based hate, which
not true names though.
No, but that's fine.
Yeah.
If you're bouncing a True Name, you're in a real bad situation.
Is that what Elijah's taking out?
True Name? Yeah, True Name's a pretty dirtily threat in this matchup, so maybe...
Yeah, it's a bit slow.
He definitely wants to take out his swords and abrupt
Definitely
chaos.
definitely.
They're out.
Well, you don't want to sword your own things in response to Tendrils to gain life?
It seems like a lot of cards to take out, like... Was that actually...
Was that his old card?
Like
was that like
the full 15?
They look like 15, yeah.
Ooh. Maybe
what
he
did
just...
he bring in?
Just everything.
Like, I know we saw he brought in some Flusterstorm.
A lot of dead cards against hand, but
yeah. I mean, Storm is just... Like, as a Death and Taxes player, like, I've got some answers. But really, like, I only bought in, like, 2 cards.
Canonist.
Like, Canonist. Like, I'm playing on main at the moment.
Yeah, fair.
Because of,
Because of our meta.
Because of our dumb meta. Which has really helped, in game 1. I've actually got an answer to Storm.
You can recruit her
quite
for
early.
it.
Yeah.
That's true.
But...
What about that new 3-drop conspiracy bloke?
Sanctum Prelate.
Sanctum Prelate. Yeah, oh yeah. He's a 2-of main.
Nice.
So he's quite nice. Hitting Tendrils.
Snap off that Duress.
Is that... Oh, cool, he brought in the Hope of Ghirapur. I guess it's fine. It's not like a Delver deck and he takes out all his removal.
So
yeah, it's interesting.
What does Hope of Ghirapur do?
Hope of Ghirapur is like Xanted Swarm, except it happens on
when it deals damage,
and you have to sack it to activate it. So it's a 1 colorless mana, 1/1 artifact with flying.
He's also legendary.
It is legendary.
Man,
as I found
beautiful.
Oh no, it bounces to Caracas.
Yeah, oh wow, it does too. I hadn't even thought of that. And yeah,
okay, he
when
brought in
it
Zealous
deals...
Persecution. Okay, it's a way to answer the goblins, sure.
Yeah, it's probably his best way to
It's
answer the
decent.
goblins.
Yeah, fair.
Here, like Daze is usually pretty easy to play around.
Did
Just
Saunders
takes the
bring
force
in
of will.
Empty the Warrens?
I don't think he did. It
I'm
looked like
pretty
he was
sure I
coming out of the
saw
front.
them still in the sideboard.
Yeah, I like it a lot in these matchups, but
Obviously,
You're
Elijah
worked out.
expected it.
yeah.
It's pressure, right? Empty the Warrens. I think Empty the Warrens against creature decks is...
Yeah, Empty the Ones is usually a lot better against decks where they're like just gonna like have discard spells and stuff. So either you discard a bunch of cards and then do it like a small empty or something and give you some time, or deal some damage and then do a mini Tendrils.
Mini Tendrils.
Mini Tendrils is adorable.
Yeah, Saunders mini Tendrils me, and he did not succeed.
Yeah, it's always cute. I mini Tendrils you once in D&T, and it was like a critical turn, and you blocked a token with your what's the flying 3/3 D&T?
Flicker Wisp.
Sarah Avenger.
Sarah Avenger. Yeah, you blocked with a Sarah Avenger, and then I wiped your board with a Massacre, and it even hit that, and then I cast a Tendrils for 2 next turn and killed you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's a beating.
It does it every now and then.
It happens.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah, so...
Lucky you got some cantrips this game.
Yeah, his hand looked okay. Not wanting to put the Hope of Ghirapur unless I didn't see it correctly. He doesn't want to... obviously he doesn't put it in play in front of the Daze, but maybe he casts it before he casts the cantrip. In case he draws... I mean, I guess maybe he just wants to cast the cantrip this turn instead of... it is one or the other because he probably just snap dazes it.
Mm-hmm. What's the benefit of the Hope over the Xanted Swarm?
It's not green, so you don't have to play Tropical Island
fair
and
enough.
Bayou rather in your mana base. You can usually get away with just playing Trop. A lot of decks do just play Trop and play Xanted Swarm on the board. But with not needing to play Abrupt Decay as much anymore, you can, it is really nice to fix your mana a bit, make yourself a little bit more wasteland proof, be able to more comfortably fetch for basics, because you will need green less of the time. So, not putting yourself into that position where you're like, I might draw Abrupt Decay, so I want to fetch this green, and then getting wastelanded before you even draw the Abrupt Decay.
Yeah.
Obviously, you don't have Abrupt Decay, but the permanents you're worried about are like creature permanents and Chalice. And I suppose like Leyline or something, but yeah. Leyline of Sanctity getting played in new Miracles. Sick tech.
Is he going to snap off this days? No.
He's considering it.
What would you do in Elijah's position?
You stop him from putting the 2 cards on the bottom if that's all this Preordain is being. Lockie would have put a land into play if he had one. Elijah presumably plays Wasteland. I kind of like dazing it.
He had a land there.
Yeah.
Maybe he just wanted to
Get rid
eke
of
out the
those 2
days.
cards. Yeah, maybe that too. That's reasonable. Unfortunately, he's drawn another land. So he had another land in hand as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he definitely wanted to get rid of those lands. Yeah. So either way, it stops him from getting rid of the 2 cards. Looks like he's flooding out a little bit maybe, but we'll see what happens. Can't quite see Elijah's hand with the glare there. But there you go. True-Name Nemesis Days, something else. He's got a Death Ray Shaman. He's got another Forcible now. So this is pretty difficult. If he did indeed have the Xanted Swarm in hand, then it's going to be pretty crucial because it'll either soak up a Force of Will, or
Death Rat's pretty bad.
or win in the game. Yeah, Cabal Therapy's gas.
Is that what Lockie's just drawn?
Yeah, he's just drawn Cabal Therapy, and I think he's got a Gitaxian Probe in hand as well, which is pretty sick.
More cantrips.
Yeah. Sandy's got the opposite issue, but I think having more cantrips is better than having no cantrips, so it's a good problem to have.
Some say.
Yeah. Puts back Swamp and something else. Something he's going to draw with the Git Probe or not, maybe. Yeah. So holding Cabal Therapy is usually what you want to do. You want to wait until the turn where you're going to be able to go off.
And then name Force.
Yeah, you get like max value out of it.
Name Abandon Hope.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's not the first one you name.
No.
Some say.
Not in the blind.
No. What if you hit it though? What if you hit it?
Ooh. Yeah, this 4 power True-Name Nemesis. It's not an insignificant clock with that Death Ray Shaman on board.
No. Being able to eat things, keep them off threshold, and make Passing Flames worse is not bad.
Lockie's hand looks very, very good. I guess I never saw a Hope of Ghirapur. I could just be totally wrong. Or he brainstormed it away. I'm not sure. But
maybe he just
brainstorms.
Wasn't worried about
His cantrip
Flusterstorm or anything.
Yeah. Yeah, and
So he's just found a tutor.
A tutor, yeah.
that's very good. I think he has double LED and a bunch of mana. So.
I think it's a winnable hand. He just needs to.
So.
Yeah, because I think it can fight through days if he is able to Cabal Therapy the Force of Will.
Yeah.
I know he's got a pedal and he's got an LED.
Yeah, I definitely saw at least one LED and a pedal, and
But he's
some
very
Dark
aware of
Rituals.
that Force of Will, so he needs...
Well, he doesn't know he has a Force, right? But he would suspect
I think he did.
imagine.
I think it got revealed from...
No, he only saw the days. So he drew the Force afterwards. He picked up his hand after picking up those 4 cards, or 3 cards, which is just True-Name Nemesis Days and something else.
They always have a Force, Brandon.
Yeah,
they always do.
They do always have a Force, in my experience.
And he has Days and a second blue card in the tree name if he needs it.
Yeah, exactly.
So he's thinking here.
And now he's about to see.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah.
So Delta, Days, Force,
Another tutor.
and a Zealous Persecution.
Is this going to be the Cabal Therapy?
No. I
No.
think it loses the Dark Ritual. So
he thinks he can go off this turn?
well, if he forces it, then he doesn't have to Cabal Therapy, I guess, or he can like Cabal Therapy the days or something. But maybe I'm sure he had a Lotus Petal, so
I mean, he can get through the days. I
he
think.
can definitely get through the days. I think with the mana he's got.
Yeah.
But he puts Elijah in an awkward position.
Yeah, I think Elijah's in the tank.
Bit of a difficult position.
Surely you just save the force for the tutor, but he's gonna Cabal Therapy it.
I think it's
yeah,
yeah.
it's pretty bad. Maybe you just fire off the days now.
Well, if the reason he's not revealing that he has more mana is because if he does Force of Will, I don't like days here because he like just pays for it.
Yeah, but it keeps him off red, right?
Yeah, but that's usually not the issue. If he's going to win, he's winning with like LED in hand. So okay, this I really don't like.
Oof, days and force.
So that's pretty.
So
that's
here is
very
just
aggressive.
It's super aggressive. He's saying like because he can't win the game next turn. Right. So
and Storm's just increased by 2.
yeah.
4,
So
5, 6.
yeah, this is pretty gas for Lockie. So I kind of like Force because Lockie hasn't revealed that he has a black source, and if he doesn't have a black source, then Force of Will just gives Elijah like another turn, maybe to draw like a wasteland and keep his days relevant. Deal a lot of damage. Zealous Persecution doesn't get him anywhere near it, does it? To like killing him. Is that
no, it's pretty sure. Yeah,
it gives all creatures you don't control -1/-1. It gives creatures you control +1/+1.
Yeah, if he does cast it and the
4/5.
Death Rite is not summoning sick, then I think he wins.
So if the Death Rite summon isn't summoning sick this turn, which I'm not sure.
I don't think it is.
I don't think it is either. So so he can put him down to 7, and then he can attack him for 5. If he casts the Zealous.
Yeah, if he casts the Zealous, it's 5, and then another 2, and then he's
well, he can just attack with the Death Rite Shaman then, right? And then it's 3, 4, 5.
No,
that's 6. Yeah. So, yeah.
So you
no, you attack with the Noble Hierarch as well, so that's 7. So yeah, either way, he can get to 7. No, because
there's no point. You might as well just swing with the.
No, because he doesn't have the. Yeah, he's got.
You don't get exalted if you swing.
It doesn't matter, but it gets +1/+1.
Yeah, but then it's exactly the same, and then you can't tap Noble Hierarch.
It doesn't matter because he's got a fetch line for a white source.
Yeah.
So he's got 7 damage.
Might want
on
to cast
board,
another thing.
Is the point with the Death Rite Shaman? Okay, so he packs it up, seeing the tutor, which is with the extra storm from the counter spell is definitely enough.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, the double counter spell.
Yeah.
But really, like, could Elijah have countered in a way that would have stopped it? I don't think he could.
He could have Force of Willed it.
The tutor.
If he If he had so with the information he had, I don't mind Force of Willing the
But not days then Force of Will.
Not days then Force.
So force it and then hold the days up so that he can't do anything.
Yeah, well, like he always knows about the days, and at that point he knows about the Force as well. So
I guess then Lockie would go. Petal, try and cast Tutor with the LED on the board.
Well,
and then use the LED to pay it, and then have 2, and then not be able to do anything.
I think he had like.
Did he have double LED?
No, I didn't even pay attention to the rest of the turn there. No, honestly,
fair enough.
I assume he played another ritual because otherwise he wouldn't have had enough mana.
Yeah. I don't know about Storm decks unless they're mono green, really. Good old grape shot elves, right?
Old school. Let's not talk about modern. Back in the day.
Back in the day.
Neither player changing their sideboard plan.
No.
I don't think there's much else Elijah can do, like, and Saunders too. Like, they're both.
Yeah. So Elijah has like a pretty set plan, but Lockie has like options based on information about cards he sees. Maybe because he saw the Zealous, he opted not to change his mind about the empty.
I see.
I think there's a Leovold.
Thoughtseize in Elijah's.
Pretty sure there's a Leovold in there as well, which is pretty good.
Yeah, Leovold's very good.
Not bad.
Elijah has a gas.
Some say
it puts in work.
Yeah. When you can cast it turn 2, it's pretty good.
Yeah, maybe why Lockie likes the Hopes, because it's quite good against Leovold.
Yeah.
Just ignore all those triggers.
Does it triggers as well? Doesn't do.
Sorry?
Does it stop triggers as well?
No. You can ignore Leovold drawing them a billion cards in response to your tendrils.
It's true, but it stops you cantripping off.
Yeah, that's true, but it's not. You don't necessarily need cantrips if you have a lot of mana.
Yeah, fair enough.
And a tutor. Starting off with the Thoughtseize. Nice.
Pretty good.
What do you take in this situation?
LED.
Yeah.
Maybe you just take the Brainstorm, but the fact that he has to crack the fetch to cast the Brainstorm is pretty bad. If your hand is his hand is creatures. Oh, he's got the surgical.
He's got the surgical, so just surgical LED?
Yeah, I take LED and surgical.
Yeah.
I take surgical. Yeah, that line seems best. Because you can just do that in response to Duress. If Lockie opts to keep up Brainstorm, then
just do an end of draw step.
Yeah, it just doesn't really matter.
Yeah, definitely do an end of draw step in case he draws another one.
Exactly. and yeah. So waiting gives him the chance to play the LED, but he just definitely doesn't with his like low card count anyway. Probably not
Definitely
really
snap off surgical now.
Do it in response, right?
Well, it looks like he's just.
Ooh, well, it's the only thing you can take, right?
We can take the. Well, no, he can't take the dress. Yeah, he can take his own
there we go.
Thoughtseize.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So seeing the line.
Okay.
Yeah, this is pretty back-breaking with like a very lackluster hand from Lockie. He's gonna have to draw like a lot of mana here because LED is a good way to get a lot of mana.
It sure is. And
What's
Lockie's searching for him.
That's wrong.
Read the card, buddy.
Judge.
Yeah, I think there should be a judge at that table right now.
Yeah. I didn't see Elijah find the one in his graveyard. Lockie just put it to the side.
It's true.
There's hope.
Yeah, so
We
he
having a
did. So he
raid?
definitely did bring him in.
Mm-hmm.
Past and Flames behind it, not empty. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
It's just checking for the 5th LED.
So Elijah just casting the Leovold next turn. Lockie's
Yeah.
gonna really want to hit like a
Another.
Cabal Therapy or something.
Well, you snap off this Brainstorm now, I guess, in face of the Leovold, or in response to the Leovold.
Looks like he Cabal Therapy.
Cabal
Nice.
Therapy, nice.
Oh!
So now he doesn't even have to cast the Brainstorm.
That's pretty good.
That's a good
What else?
top deck.
And
And
days.
it's a days, not
Okay.
bad.
That's not a bad draw.
Yeah, True-Name Nemesis is
I mean,
pretty
Yeah, not
if,
bad.
if your Leovold's going to get put in the bin, then True-Name is pretty good. To
Yeah,
draw.
it's not a bad consolation prize.
Yeah.
Gets to bolt him every turn now.
Yeah.
Fortunately, he has the blue source. This is looking up for Lucky. I mean,
As up as
Kinda.
his hand can be.
yeah, he gets to just sit here, soak up some hits.
Play some Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, look, there are lines. I assume it almost certainly involves Ad Nauseum.
That's the Zealous Persecution, I think, in his hand.
Yeah.
Another therapy.
Yeah, okay, so there is an Ad
Oof.
Nauseum.
Ooh.
He's gonna need some mana.
Mm.
Uh,
And some life.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to take too many more hits from True-Name.
Yeah, look, he's gonna want to do it with mana floating as well because he doesn't
Yeah.
have the like LEDs and like Past and Flame, so he just has to hit petals.
And just don't hit Dark Petition.
Yeah, look.
Things can happen.
Yeah,
That's true.
I'm not saying they're good things, but they can happen.
can't see what that was. It looked like maybe a Git Probe.
I think it was like a...
Yeah,
There was
Do you
Lucky doesn't want
Do
it.
you play Bloodstained Mire?
Yep.
I think it was something in a Bloodstained Mire.
Yeah, I think I saw a Git Probe, which isn't great here because he's got most of the information.
Mm-hmm.
And Duress. So you can just
Ooh,
wait.
another true name for Elijah.
Oof.
It's actually like fine because he's not casting interactive creatures, just
Yeah,
beaters.
fair.
Obviously, it's like a very quick clock, turning off his Ad Nauseum pretty quickly, which means he might just want to go for it now. But
Yeah.
Try and win.
let's hit some mana. Nice.
Yeah.
There's a
Whoa.
ritual, a tutor.
That is a
Oh.
decent start.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, so he probably puts back at least one of the discard spells.
Yeah. So he's got a Petal in hand, he's got the Dark Rit.
It's like how well
I'm
can he
not sure.
play around days even?
Yeah.
Like he's got a. I think if he's got a dress, right? He still has that.
Yeah, I
There's a
believe
dress
so, yeah.
and
Two?
Cabal.
Two Cabal Therapy? It looks like there's one in the back of his hand and up front. So,
Well, he
yeah.
definitely got one off that Brainstorm, and he has a Duress as well, so there's
Yeah.
2 to 3 discard spells.
All the counter spells.
Yeah, and he does have a pedal, so he can get
Yeah.
black mana after the fact, but he needs to have like
But what's the
double Dark Rit
what's
if
the
he wants
correct
to dress
line
first.
you think to Ad Nauseum here?
If he has another ritual, if he has like 2 dark rituals,
He has
then
a
it's
dark ritual,
probably
I think. He has
Duress.
one
If he
dark
has
ritual.
one, that's pretty awkward. If
We just put the second one, right? Off top.
obviously, well, no, because he needs it to cast. Because if he's only got one, then he wants to lead with Duress, then he has to use his pedal for black mana, have 3 mana in pool, and then a pedal for the 4th
Yeah, it's not
mana,
great.
which means he needs more mana. So if he's passing the turn here, it's real bad.
Yeah, he might be.
Maybe he just like casts.
He's putting back Duress. No?
Okay, keeping it.
Keeping
Getting
it.
rid of the Infernal Tutor. Oh, he's got a second Infernal Tutor. Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay, cool. Here, I don't mind like just playing the Infernal Tutor. Yeah, getting more mana. If it gets dazed, you still crack the pedal for it because it nets you more mana next turn. But it's
Do you reveal? You reveal on resolution, don't you?
yeah. Okay, so he lets it resolve. He can't cast the Dark Ritual because he knows his opponent has daze.
Would you not
So he
just
has
dark
to wait until next turn.
daze the Infernal Tutor to make him crack the pedal, or just not have it?
I don't know. Probably, yeah, because it takes him off the
Yeah.
off the LED.
Well, he's passing the turn anyway.
Yeah, if he doesn't have another blue spell, he's got 2 cards in hand, so maybe he wants to draw Force and have Force Days.
Yeah, fair.
And yeah,
Lucky's not Ad Nauseum now.
well, yeah. I mean,
You
he
can,
he
it's
almost
just not
certainly
great.
is. Yeah, it's his only line because we know what he's drawing. Oh no, because he shuffled his library.
He
Oh
did,
man,
got the Infernal Tutor.
Of course, he drew a Duress. That sucks.
Yeah.
Leads with the Duress. Give me that days. Give me that good days.
Do you just days here?
Well, what's the other card in his hand?
I think it's
Zealous?
a Polluted Delta
I think
and
it's
a
a
Zealous
land.
Persecution.
Yeah, I think he kept a land up to make him think that he had force.
Yeah,
maybe.
you let him do it, so he has to play through days and Zealous Persecution.
He just
Not-
takes days, right?
Zealous sucks because you'd have to get Storm greater than like 20 to do it, so he can beat the True-Name Nemesis. Oh, greater than 8 to do it, I guess. It'd have to be 9 Storm,
Well, he can take everything now,
8
right?
Storm. Well, he dazes it anyway. He just lets that daze happen and
As you do.
just go for it, probably.
I think he knows he doesn't have a second blue card because doesn't he know he has the Zealous Persecution?
I think he does actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's fine. He could have another daze, but I think he can play around days.
The Zealous in the land, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a Polluted Delta.
He kept the Polluted Delta so that he didn't.
Yeah, it is a land, but Lucky doesn't know that. I
Yeah,
just mean it
sure.
could be another daze.
It's fair.
Yeah, Dark Rit. Could cast the discard effect now. Put himself down a couple mana. So 5 in pool. Cast the discard. He has to use his red. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess if he wants to go, well, he has the Cabal Therapy in the graveyard, so if he goes for like a ton of goblins, then he can do that anyway.
Yeah.
Just making
Oh,
sure,
there
I
you
guess. I don't know. This puts him on 0 in pool. Bunch
Oh,
of Storm. 2,
5.
3.
Oh!
Alright, good game.
There we
There
go.
we go.
That's
That is
rough.
a sad way to end it.
Why do you even have it in the deck, Brandon? God.
Alright, that's some rough beats.
That is some rough beats. When it's the one spell that you could flip that would kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't like bringing in Flusterstorm here. I bring in Flusterstorm against like discard spells, not necessarily against opposing Flusterstorms, because it's such a high percentage of the time where you'll be discarding your hand to go off.
Yeah,
So
fair.
I just brought in...
Well, a billion cards. So
9
there was
so
Meddling
far.
Mage, Thoughtseizers.
2
That's an interesting sideboard. A couple of Meddling Mage. I guess this is like all of his sideboard.
See, that's his entire side, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, man, he came prepared.
Yeah. Well, in our meta, really.
It's like 12 or 13 cards.
That's a lot of cards.
That's almost, yeah.
And then just take out
12
everything.
cards, yeah.
Yeah.
all
Just take out the
swords,
least
rock
impactful
caves.
cards. I guess you probably have
Things
like
that
4
just
swords.
don't do much work.
Is that
Or
a
too-
Sylvan
or
Library
too
took out?
slow.
Sylvan Library seems gas.
Yeah. But Jace, maybe thought it was too slow.
Yeah,
It's. I think it's too slow.
Yeah. Maybe.
maybe. He's definitely got like
You'd rather
worse cards
have.
than
I
the
mean,
things
you'd rather
going.
have like a Thoughtseizers or a Surgical turn 1 than.
Yeah,
Jace
yeah, like a
sitting in
Jace
your
turn
hand.
3 or whatever. I guess he can cast, turn 3 Jaces, but I don't know. Anyway, Lucky gets beat.
Yep.
That is unfortunate.
Ad nauseum to death.
Yeah, had nauseum to himself. It's them's the beats.
Sure is.
All right, thank you for watching. We'll be back with more.
Bye.